So, Dr. Bernard Turner, thank you for joining us today on Fundraising HayDay podcast. And Amanda and I wanted you to let people know you've been coming to GPA's, used to be conference, now it's GrantSummit, for years. You started as a child. And what keeps you coming back?
Well, first of all, good morning and thank you all
You
for
are
having
so
me
welcome.
today. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just so excited to be here. Well, what keeps me coming back is because when I came to my first conference in 2001, it was in Orlando, Florida, 125 people, and I was telling Phil Renegar, I was like, and she was the host, and I was like, I didn't know there was a community of grant professionals.
Right.
Oh my God. And I was in Foundation and Corporate Relations at
Right,
the time.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, I'm so glad to be here. And I'll never forget that first or second night they were going to dinner, and some people said, "Why don't you come along?"
And you were
I'm
like,
like, "Nah, I'm gonna go to my room." Then I got up there, took off my clothes, took them back on, put them back on, and ran
okay,
downstairs.
that's good. I'm glad you did that.
And that was the night I met Belle Browning. She was at dinner with her.
Wow.
I was like, "Where's that lady down there?" Somebody said, "Bernard, that's Belle Browning." I said, "The Belle Browning."
Yeah, the Beth Browning.
Okay, so I keep coming back, learning. It's our profession has changed since 2001.
That's
Oh,
true.
it's changed
Okay.
since 2020. I mean, really.
That's true.
So that's the number one
Yeah.
reason I keep coming back. Number two, the networking.
Mm-hmm.
I'll never forget. I think it was about 2012 or something like that. We were going. The conference was in Florida somewhere, and on the shuttle, somebody was talking about a grant that they had proposed. Well, the Ohio State University, somebody was on there, and that person told us for 40 minutes what to expect because they had been funded. And this was
Okay.
a large funded. So
Wow.
the other thing about network learning, education, that was in the shuttle. But then if you look at the conferences we have, the workshops we have here, I mean, chat.
Yes.
GPT, yes.
You're there. You're
I'm,
there.
I'm going to that one. I went to the 4-hour Shell Kessler's federal grant yesterday,
Yep.
and she said, "I hope you learned." And I said, "Cheryl, the first handout was an organizational assessment and assessment going towards federal grant." I said, "I got to meet with my one client I took on for this year and tell them they are not ready to go after a federal grant or any grant."
Yeah.
There
So
you go.
get tools for your toolkit by coming here.
This is true.
And I'm just amazed that we've come a long way, baby, in terms of this conference and in terms of this organization.
Absolutely.
And you all talk about me. You all been around since you were probably in your teens
I
as well.
did. I started as a child. I was a
In your
child.
teens as well.
Yes.
And lo and behold, look what you all doing now. You all are providing this, and this is a great service and an educational tool
Yeah.
for all of us grant professionals.
Well, thank you. And
So
we love doing that.
that's why I keep coming back. I can't, even if for some reason, we don't have the funding in our budget at the school, at the college, I still come.
That's at Belmont, right?
That's at
Yes.
Belmont, yes.
Yep.
And the other reason I come is to present. I'm presenting about social entrepreneurship
Yep.
and the grants profession because I teach a grant writing course. Nearly 130 people have come, but when I went back and looked at where they went after it, it's amazing. So I
Yeah.
got 3 testimonials, and
Nice.
I got and I'm relate back to the article that I wrote in 2008 when I first took the job at Belmont, where I teach social entrepreneurship. Grant professionals of social entrepreneurship. It's in the journal.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
got something. I'm gonna go back and pull that up in the workshop. But I'm just amazed at where our profession has come. We didn't have the foundation back then.
That's
We
true.
didn't have Gypsy back then. But I was telling everybody yesterday. I was just sitting there, and I said, "Look at this place. We are so packed."
Yeah.
But we must be fulfilling a need as an organization, and like you all are filling a need because you're providing this educational tool for folks.
Well, also, kudos to both you and Dr. Bev for providing those scholarships. We just came from the foundation breakfast,
Yes.
and they were reading out all the names, and it's for African American. It's membership, scholarship, and conference.
Yes.
It's for African American males, but of course, if we don't have a male, we approve them to give it to somebody else.
Right, because there's a dearth
Right.
of African American men in grant writing.
Yeah. Who you telling?
Yeah.
I was on the board
Yeah.
for 4 3-year terms. I don't remember another African male being on there. Oh my goodness! But you know what? But that's the trend in our sector
Yeah.
and in our profession. You know, I don't have nothing against women. We all need to bring in money for the people we serve. Because
That's
I
right.
keep telling folks in my grant writing course this semester, I brought in 2 of our local funders. And I said, one of the things I don't want you all to do is think about you got to chase every grant dollar that's out there. Sometimes you are not ready and your organization's not ready. But I said, and our focus is on the people. We're trying to ensure they have a better quality of life.
Yeah.
And so if you stay focused on the people you serve, you can't go wrong.
That's true.
But if you just chasing money
Yeah.
chasing the grant to get the grant, that's not good.
It's a
Nope.
waste of everybody's time.
Waste of everybody's time.
Wise words from
Yes.
Dr. Turner. Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much.
Well, thank you
Yes.
all. This was fun.
We're glad to have you.